In California's Monterey County, workers at this materials recovery facility are busier than ever. Director of Operations Tim Brownell says in recent years, 30% of all waste paper and 60% of all plastics recovered in the United States were shipped to China. But he says China's new policies only allow for accepting cardboard and newspaper and number 1 and 2 plastics, but only if they don't contain more than 0.5% of contamination. But that's an extremely difficult standard to meet. In fact, Director of Operations Brownell says they've only been able to ship some recycled cardboard to China since those rules went into effect. And he says across the country, only a handful of operations have been able to ship any recycled waste to China.
The problem has been also mixed up with some of the rhetoric and trade war issues. And so in the month of May, China actually put an embargo on it and stopped accepting for 30 days any recyclable material at all from the United States. We have not resumed shipping anything to them.
You might think Brownell would have harsh words for China. He doesn't.
We were just trying to move volume through this system and not creating the best product to make new materials from. And China was suffering the consequences of up to 30% of what was being shipped to them was not recyclable.
But it's a difficult transition for the U.S. to deal with massive amounts of waste, such as plastic film that can jam machines here. And there's currently no market for it in the U.S. This plastic film comes from one of America's largest bag salad producers, Taylor Farms.
It's critical to our business right now because the plastics we use right now let oxygen come into that bag at a controlled rate to keep that lettuce breathing and respiring. So we're looking at plastics that are biodegradable or that have maybe a 1-year life and then they just kind of dissolve. And so that's another area of innovation opportunity that is tremendous.
People in the industry, we knew that we were reliant on the health of Chinese markets. Yet despite having all that time, more like 30 years, we've had time to develop markets here in the U.S. There was no action.
San Jose State University lecturer Bruce Olszewski says it's up to government to help develop new markets and for industry to respond.
The solution is to make industry responsible for the materials that they create. So if industry can work to close open loops, they will create more jobs, they will reduce pollutants.
Despite the pressure the U.S. waste disposal system is under, Olszewski says there's no better opportunity for innovators to help design new tech and new market conditions for the benefit of future generations. Mark New, CGTN, Monterey County, California.